This is Anthony Joel Quesada, and I'm the alderman of Chicago's 35th Ward. That's Quesada, Q-U-E-Z-A-D-A. This afternoon, a number of us, of elected officials, were mobilized because we are members of deportation defense working groups in our communities. And we have a network of groups that coordinate citywide. And we were notified about the activities that were happening at this location earlier today, as Shanat mentioned. When we arrived, I spoke with members of people who were detained, family members of people who were detained, saying that they had no information about the status of their family members. We attempted to go inside. I went in with a daughter of someone who was detained, and they wouldn't answer any of our questions. And they actually mistreated the young person in there. And I said, you need to have respect. This is a young person looking out for their family member. And the callous response that these people have is shameful. It is absolutely shameful. I'm also quite disappointed at the very curt and cold responses that we sometimes receive by the Chicago Police Department. We have sanctuary laws in the city. We have the Trust Act, law in the state of Illinois. We want to make sure that our local law enforcement is compliant with the laws that we passed. So we ask for calm and patience as we're trying to identify all the information that's going on here today. I also want to congratulate and thank and honor all the many dozens of community members who came out here today in solidarity and in compassion for our community members who were detained. Shortly after the Chicago Police Department departed from the area, we saw ICE officials and federal agents then start to amass vehicles to try and get into this driveway. Myself, Alderwoman Rossana Rodriguez, and Cook County Commissioner Jessica Vasquez then stood to block the driveway, practicing our First Amendment right and practicing nonviolent civil disobedience, because right now we need the moral clarity and courage to fight back against these harmful, evil policies of separation. We as public officials and we as community members must stand up and reject these policies that are devastating families. When ICE officials couldn't get in the first time, they tried wrapping around the building, and our communities back there prevented them as well. Then, in a Gestapo fashion, 50 agents or so walked down the street, stood right here in front of the driveway, then aggressively came through, knocked me down, assaulted me and other community members here today, then pulled out weapons and also pulled out their sticks, pushing some of us, punching some of us to get through to this driveway. After they did that, they cleared out the driveway. Then they came down the sidewalk where they again assaulted and pushed and punched many of us in this group, including myself. I was pushed down 3 times today by ICE agents. And I was willing to do that because that, again, is the kind of moral clarity and courage that we need to be enacting to have the dignity to fight for people. After ICE agents secured the door, over 10 people were brought out in handcuffs. Fathers, our neighbors, mothers, people were coming out here in line, crying, demanding that they not be taken away, while their family members stood on the side, crying for them to be released. This is what Trump is doing. This is what this administration is doing to separate people from our communities, and we have to stand up. We have to stand up, brothers, sisters, and siblings. Everyone in our city, across the state, and across this country. What we did here today was an example of what we need to be doing across our country. ICE is not allowed in the city of Chicago. We reject them. We reject them, and we must do everything to continue organizing, to continue keeping our members safe, our community members safe, and I will continue doing that as alderman. And I now want to kick it off next to our 25th Ward Alderman, Byron Siccho Lopez. Thank you.